I supposed to do with you, Professor?
Why are you supposed to do anything?
I done told you this ain't none of my doing. I left out of here this morning to go to work. You wasn't no part of my plans, but here you is.
It doesn't mean anything. Everything that happens doesn't mean something else.
Mm-hmm. It don't.
No, it doesn't.
What does it mean then?
It doesn't mean anything. You run into people and some of them are in trouble or whatever, but it doesn't mean you're responsible for them.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, people who look out for perfect strangers are very often people who don't look out for the people they're supposed to, in my opinion. Just because you're doing what you're supposed to doesn't mean you get to be a hero.
And that would be me.
I don't know, would it?
Well, I can see how there might be some truth in that. But I might say in this particular case, I sure didn't know what kind of person I was supposed to be on the lookout for, or what I was supposed to do with him when I found him. In this particular case, there wasn't but one thing to go by.
And that was?
There he is, standing there. And I could look at him and I could say, well, he don't look like my brother, but there he is. Maybe I better look again.
And that's what you did.
Well, you was kindly hard to ignore. I have to say, your approach was very direct.
I didn't approach you. I didn't even see you.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Torres is the director of this. This is his first directorial debut in Austin. And I think one of the things we've discovered is that the three of us work really well together. It's been a very collaborative process.
Absolutely.
It's been one of discovery. This script lends itself so much to the discovery of what's behind all the motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Like the scene that you just saw is the first scene of the show, but it's very obvious they've been here for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of things that we had to fill in between as to motivations, how we got here, why we're here, you know, the various workings of it. And so it's been one of the richest backstory shows that I've ever done, where we have to do just constant table work. You know, we do table work in between scenes. I should go. I'm beginning to get on your nerves.
No, you ain't. Don't pay no attention to me. You seem like a sweet man, Professor. I reckon what I don't understand is, how came you to get yourself in such a fix? You okay? You sleep all right last night?
No.
When did you decide that today was the day? There's something special about it?
No. I mean, it is my birthday, but I certainly don't regard that as special.
Well, happy birthday, Professor.
Thank you.
So, you seen your birthday was coming and figured that seemed like a good day.
I don't know, maybe birthdays are dangerous. Like Christmas. Ornaments hanging from the tree, wreaths from the doors, and bodies from steam pipes all over America.
It don't say much for Christmas now, does it?
Christmas isn't what it used to be.
Oh, I do believe that to be a true statement. I surely do.
I need to go.
We answered a lot of questions as to why. You know, why are we saying certain things? What our motivation is? What we're trying to accomplish? Because it's we talked a lot about it being a boxing match, and you know, it's adversarial, but we each have our own intent, and sometimes we'd have to really try to determine our character's backstory and what motivates us to take our different tactics. So I think that's, you know, when the table work and the extensive table work that we did was truly to understand each character's motivation, because we both have very different end games.
You always put your coat on that way?
What's wrong with the way I put my coat on?
Oh, I ain't saying there was nothing wrong with it. I just wondered if that was your regular method.
I don't have a regular method. I just put it on. What? It's what? Effeminate? What?
Nothing. I'm just sitting here studying the ways of professors.
Yeah, well, I have to go.
Well, let me get my coat. Yeah.
Where are you going?
Well, I'm going with you.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
What do you mean? Going with me where?
Yeah, I am.
I'm going home.
All right.
You're not going home with me.
Sure I am. Let me get my coat.
You can't go home.
Why not?
You can't.
What, you can come home with me, but I can't come home with you?
No, I mean, that's not it. I just need to go home. Trinity Street Players is a theater that's housed, it's a small black box theater, seats about 100 people. It's in the 4th floor of First Baptist Austin at 9th and Trinity. And it's a wonderful space. From the first time that I came in here, I've seen several shows here even before I performed here. And it's just a wonderful, intimate space that's basically a thrust setup. and it's a really neat space.
You live in an apartment?
Yeah.
What, they don't let black folks in there?
No. I mean, of course they do. Look, no more jokes. I just need to go home. I'm very tired.
Well, I just hope they don't give us no hassle about you getting me in there.
You're serious.
Oh, I think you know I'm serious.
You can't be serious.
I'm serious. It's a heart attack.
Why are you doing this?
Me? I ain't got no choice in the matter.
Of course you have a choice.
No, I ain't.
Who appointed you my guardian angel?
Let me get my coat.
Answer the question.
You know who appointed me. I didn't ask you to leap into my arms down there in the subway this morning.
I didn't leap into your arms.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't.
Then how did you end up there then? Oh, what, now we ain't going?
You really think that Jesus is in this room?
My first role was in 2012 in Romeo and Juliet. I played Lord Capulet at City Theater. I played Jason in Euripides' Medea with Suzanne Balling at City Theater as well. I worked with the Last Act Theater Company and Dr. Faustus. And then most recently, I was in Shakespeare's Othello in the title role at City Theater. That was this year.
Well, I've been acting for over 30 years, all in Texas. I grew up in the Dallas area, but a lot of it has been in the Austin area. I've performed at various theaters around town, all the way from the Palace Theater in Georgetown, way off Broadway Players in Leander, to the ones in town, City, Vortex. Years and years ago, did a show at Zach. Recently at Paradox Players. So quite a varied background.
No, I don't think he's in this room.
You don't?
No, I know he's in this room. It's how you put it, Professor. Be like me asking you, do you think you got your coat on? You see what I'm saying?
It's not the same thing. It's a matter of agreement. If you and I say that I had my coat on, but Cecil here says that I'm naked and I have green skin and a tail, you and I might want to think about where we need to put Cecil so he doesn't hurt himself.
Who is Cecil?
He's nobody. He's just a hypothetical. I made Cecil up to illustrate a point.
Made up.
Yeah.
And his view of things don't count.
No, that's why I made him up. I could have changed things around. I could have made you the one that didn't think I had my coat on.
And was green and all the other shit you said.
Yeah.
But you didn't.
No.
You loaded it off on Cecil.
Yes.
And Cecil can't defend himself because the fact that he ain't in green with everything make his word no good. Well, except for the fact that you made him up and he green and everything.
No, he's not the one that's green. I am. Where's this going?
Well, I'm just trying to find out about Cecil now.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think it's a play about race. There are some racial issues that are addressed, most of them comical, but I think it's more about life and its points and things being black and white than it is about race. It's not a race play, in my opinion.
And I think, racism tends to connote a bias. And I don't think that this has any bias, so I wouldn't call it racist. But it does call into the play just the differences, cultural differences.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of that is just from our backstory, from where we came from our perspective is shaped certainly by where we came from.
Yeah, I think that race is used as instrumentation for the bigger question that this play is trying to ask. I think it's definitely used as a tool and not necessarily the premise of the show.
Can you see Jesus?
No, I can't see him.
We open Friday, August 2nd. We run through August the 18th. Friday and Saturday shows are at 7:30. Sunday shows are at 2:30.